People are all excited about the activities over at Iowa Speedway tomorrow and on Sunday. Two totally different kind of race cars will be competing. We have the stock cars racing on Saturday. We have the Indy cars competing on Sunday. And if you watch the Monday morning race review, you notice that whenever we report on the ARCA series, we have a little star next to certain drivers to draw attention to them. And we have little notations next to them. And it usually says MMM next to it, or Mason Mitchell Motorsports. And that's because our very own Mason Mitchell from right here in West Des Moines not only is an owner of an ARCA team, he's a driver of an ARCA team. And you made your way back to Central Iowa for the Fans with Benefits 150. How are you, buddy?
Doing great. Great to be back on. It's been a while.
No question about that. So you are here, and you know you're going to bring cars in. We know you're going to race and compete at Iowa Speedway. But we have some pretty exciting news that you said you didn't even realize was happening until how long ago?
At the test, which was like 10 days ago, I believe. So I had no plans at all this year to race any race throughout the year. I was a little bummed out that I was going to miss Iowa, but I just kind of let it set in. But we tested here almost 2 weeks ago with one of our drivers, Max Tolman, and I was fortunate enough to get back behind the wheel to help him out and try to help him learn a little bit more because he's a rookie, help the team out with some feedback, and the test went really well, and I'm like, dang, I got to figure out a way to get back behind the car. So we were able to make some things happen and have some support to do it, and I'm extremely pumped to get back behind the wheel this Saturday. Yeah,
so when you were watching him do the test a couple weeks ago, and you said Max was testing for you? Okay, what were one of the things that you noticed over at the track? What was he not doing that we know that you know how to do?
Well, the biggest thing I feel like Iowa, with how it's aged over the years and the lines move around so much from the bottom to the top, I was trying to help him just adapt to that pretty quickly because you can make up so much more speed running different lines there. So that's what I did when I got in the car to see where we were at with handling wise and to get him to notice where I was running, and it was one of the better tests for him, and I think it'll be one of the better races for him as well.
There you go. And he has some pretty good experience at this track, Jackie.
Absolutely. So we're going to get to see you behind the wheel, correct?
Yep,
okay, so when is this all happening?
Saturday night, 8 p.m. is the race. We practice qualify that same day, so I'm looking forward to it. The weather looks like it's going to be beautiful this weekend for the race, so I'm more than excited.
Yeah, and the reason that he was able to give Max so many tips is it's been a couple of years now since you were behind the wheel, and you had some nice sponsorship from our good buddy Carl Moyer, and you were running rather well, and it came down to the last lap, and this was a one and done race for you, one lap to hang on to the lead, and you can win. We have some video of this here. This is the last lap at Iowa Speedway. I want you to walk us through this. When was this?
This is 2015, but this is a green and white checkered finish together. It's one of the many last restarts we had. The one before this, we actually got beat in the restart, but we timed it well here, and we just had to drive it in deeper into one than him, and we did. We were able to clear him here. I was a little afraid he was going to come back in 3 and 4 here to possibly make a bump and run, but we were lucky enough. This is coming to the checkered, ran the top like you do towards the race, and
he makes one last-ditch effort, doesn't he?
Pulled it off.
There it is. And then had a chance to cross the finish line first. And that's a little bit different than a lot of other organizations have it. They usually have a green, white, then checkered flag. But in the ARCA series, that's a little different. Yeah,
ARCA is really cool how they provide a green flag finish for the fans, which I'm a fan of. As a driver, I'm a fan as a fan because everybody pays there to go see the finish under checkered flag or under green conditions. So if the caution comes out, the caution can come out on the white flag lap, and we'll always finish under green. So that time it worked in my favor.
Absolutely. Now you said you were almost getting a little heartbroken that you wouldn't be running Iowa. Now you are, as we know, Saturday night. Why is that? Why are you so excited to be
Well,
back?
It just means so much to me. I'm from West Des Moines, so growing up here, I went to the first race ever at Iowa Speedway. I've gone to many races over the years, and participating every year since I've been in ARCA, I participated in the race at Iowa since 2012. So this would have been the first year I missed it, and I was just fortunate enough to be able to put it all together and come back, and that night there in 2015 meant more to me than anything, the championships or any other win we've had, just because it's in front of the hometown crowd, in front of my family and friends, and it means the world.
All right, so what number are we going to be sporting on your ride then?
Actually, I'll be back in the 98 car, so the car that I drove full-time in the championship year, which is really special to me. Our paint scheme is a little bit of a throwback to our paint scheme from that championship year, so which I never actually had the opportunity to run at Iowa because the year that we won the championship, ARCA didn't go to Iowa. So
that's right.
Yeah, it's really special. This whole weekend is going to be a lot of fun and really special to me.
Okay, the way this all came about, you obviously had some people step up.
Yeah, so I'm actually driving the team car. It's going to be the Mason Mitchell Motorsports Chevrolet, but we also have Champion Power Equipment, which has helped us a lot throughout the year with the Grant Enfinger driving at Toledo, some other drivers, and some people just stepped up and wanted to see me run this race, so I'm more than blessed to run it.
All right, now tell everybody about your drivers, because occasionally you'll have two cars that are competing.
Yeah, we did. That was one of the reasons I wasn't going to drive, because I thought we were having two here. Then we ended up with one, and then it all came through. But this weekend we'll have Max Tolman in the 78 car, obviously myself in the 98. Then throughout the year we have Quinn Houff, Blaine Perkins, Colby Howard drove, Ryan Repko. So a lot of different drivers that have drove for us this year.
All right. Now, where are you living at now?
Actually, I live in Mooresville, North Carolina. So we have a new shop this past December. We moved to Mooresville, which is literally like a minute from my house. So I'm never late. But yeah, I've been living there for a long time. I used to live in our old shop, which was pretty close to your dad's place. But I'm fortunate to get back here once in a while, and this is still home to me.
There it is.
That's wonderful. So if people want to come up and say hi to you, obviously we love to support local. People can come up and see you this Saturday.
Yep. Come on out, enjoy the show. The weather's going to be beautiful, and hopefully we put the number 98 in victory lane.
There you go. Now, since you got back to town, since you came back, what's the first thing you did since you got back to town? Where'd you go first?
First thing I did, I got picked up at the airport from my mom, and we went. I think went to her house. But usually I'm a big Poncheros fan. So
that's what I'm looking for.
So I go there all the time, and that'll be one of my stops that I go to.
Okay. Now you realize you timed it out just right. Sweet corn just came and is ready.
I think we're having some tonight. My brother's cooking some
See
food.
that?
So, yeah, you can't go wrong. Some people. I went to a dinner the other night in North Carolina. One of our families or friends, family members, and they had sweet corn there. It just did not taste the same at all. So
no, so you can bring back some really good stuff if you do that. All right, now question is, we saw those pictures in Victory Lane, and when you win, you do the Superman thing.
Yep.
Do you have the Superman shirt?
Hopefully Superman returns Saturday night.
Do you have the Superman shirt on right now?
It's not in here. It's a Chevrolet shirt.
Okay. just double checking there. Perfect. This is awesome, folks. There it is. There's a Superman shirt. Hopefully see that once again coming up tomorrow. Now, you guys are going to be qualifying at about 3:45 tomorrow afternoon if you want to see it qualifying. And then the race itself gets underway about 8 o'clock. And as you mentioned, the temperatures are going to be perfect.
It's going to be a great weekend. Great to see you as always. Thank you for stopping by.
Good to see you, buddy.
Awesome.
All right, there you have it, folks. Mason Mitchell watches cars on the track this weekend tomorrow at Iowa Speedway, number 78, number 98, and we will be right back. It's CW Iowa Live.